Hello, I'm Helen from Journal with Purpose and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Today I'm going to be sharing a quick, lovely unboxing from Sketch and Story. I've shared a few of these on my channel now and will of course leave the links to the shop down below. But also I thought I would challenge myself to jump straight in with a journaling video using some of the supplies in this box. And I haven't tested them out, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I thought it would be a fun way to show the different products in use, and it's going to help keep my brain ticking as I look through and try and work out the best ways of using those in my journal spread. So I really hope you enjoy the video. So we'll start off by having a look through the box from Sketch and Story. It's such a treat receiving this box. I've loved every single one that I've received so far, so I can't wait to look properly at what's in here. So there's always a card talking to you a little bit about the inspiration behind that particular box, and they're released every other month. And so I remember that this one is inspired by a dress that Natalie wears every summer, which is vintage lemons style, and I always really like having that detail behind it. And also there's always a little bit about the different products that are included as well, the featured maker, and just telling you a bit about an art challenge that can go alongside it as well. So I've noticed that one of the first things we've got in here is some lovely Sakura Koi brush pens. I've used lots of Sakura products and I always get on really well with them. Got lovely size nibs, so they'll definitely be great to use, and I won't use necessarily everything in the journaling session. I'll definitely concentrate on the paints, but these will be great for all of my other journals. And then we've got some Tombow twin tone pens. It looks like, yes, so these have got two different size nibs. That's perfect. Always some lovely little treats in here as well. I love the little cream eggs, so that's really lovely. A postcard, which I believe was created by Natalie herself this month, and I love using the postcards from these inside my junk journals. I tend to tip them in with a bit of washi tape so I can use them for writing on the back, but they're also obviously great for sending in happy mail as well. And in here, so this looks like we've got some stickers. So let's tip some of these out and have a little look. Oh, this is great. So we've got some lovely fruity type stickers in here too. And then what for me is always the best bit. So I'll have a little read of the watercolours. So these are saying handmade watercolours by FFA Studio, and they're hand mould by Beth Helen in the Arctic mountains of Norway. So just getting that little bit of extra information I always think is a really lovely touch. So I'm going to open these out and we can then swatch them and see what the colours look like. So we've got these beautiful yellow and green colours. And when I swatch, I often like to start with a really pigmented mix at one end, and then start kind of washing it out a little bit so I can see what the different shades will look like. That's beautiful, really vibrant, and then diluting out to a lovely pale yellow at the end. And we'll do the same with the green. I've got such a lovely selection now of these handmade watercolour paints, and they're just some of my absolute favourites. They feel like real treasures to work with. And I've looked a little bit before into the process of making handmade watercolours, and I know it's really in depth and involved, so I can only imagine the passion really that goes into making your own handmade watercolours, so they feel extra special to use. Again, absolutely gorgeous. And I tend to, if I'm doing little swatches like this, I'll often then put them inside my sketchbook just with a note of the maker and the name of the paint, so that I've got those for reference when I want to create again. So I'm now going to get my journal out, and I think I've actually been painting a lot of lemons and doing them on cards and in my sketchbook recently, so I think that would be a great inspiration for my journal page. So yeah, I think we'll get our journal out and get started. So I've mixed up some of the paint into my palette, and I'm using an insert with Tomo River paper, so it's not watercolour paper but should hold up absolutely fine. And I thought it'd be nice to have kind of a lemon branch going across my page. And I'll of course leave the details for the link for the sketch and story box in the video description box down below. Plus there's a 10% discount available if you use the code Helen. So if you want to try out the subscription boxes, so you can use my code then for a 10% discount. I'm just going to try and do these reasonably nice and loosely, but just have a lovely kind of feel of lemons and summer. It's still really hot here actually at the moment, so this feels like a perfect kind of theme. I've now got the lemons and the branch painted. I absolutely love those colours, and I'm now just going to outline them because I want it to be sort of quite a bold design on my page. I really like now how they're standing out, and I think I might use a couple of these pens just to add some details as well. And now I'm going to add a quote to my page, and I'm going to use the Koi brush pen and then add some details with the Tombow twin tone. I'm really pleased with that and how bright, summery and cheerful it's looking. And those pens worked really nicely together. I like that colour combination a lot. I've left most of this page free for my journal writing, but I did think it would be nice to use a couple of the stickers as well. I think I've used nearly everything in the box. I wasn't sure quite how much I'd use. The only thing I've avoided is the red, but of course that would be great for doing strawberries as well if we stuck within the fruity type theme. But I've really enjoyed this because it's made me kind of stretch my mind a little bit this morning whilst filming and thinking about how I can use the different elements. And I'm really pleased actually with how well that's all come together as a journal spread. So I'm just going to finish this off now by adding some journal writing. Okay, that's my journal pages all completed. I really hope you enjoyed seeing how everything came together. I've absolutely loved working on this page, and I want to say thank you to Natalie for again sending me her latest subscription box. And don't forget, I'll leave the details linked down below for Sketch and Story and the 10% discount code. I just really hope you've enjoyed seeing how I used everything in there, and I'm really pleased to now have that page in my journal. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's joined me over on Patreon. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I look forward to speaking with you really soon in my next video.